In 1998, here came the impossible. Lil boy was chosen, his life was not optional. So we tried to search for anything that was logical. He just found a world shockingly irresponsible, with people in it that never was held accountable. The world was smoking mirrors, definitely undeniable. Could he overcome it? It likely was astronomical. But if he really could, that boy would be unstoppable. Chosen boy for real. He went from his perspective. He was gonna kill anybody that said shit. Baby was so chill, growing into his own. Was so thrilled, the boy finally left home. Fresh up like he will, Prince in his zone. He was hungry for a meal, been starving for way too long. This reality, accepted it gradually. If you not the coolest, you gon' see CorMil, these sound crazy.
What's good, y'all? I'm Rodney.
And I'm Derek.
And this is another episode of RJ Relates. Now, like I say for every video, this is a sacred place where we are 100% honest with ourselves and our audience. We talk about topics such as depression, relationships, views, life, movie, TV shows, anime, and many more. If y'all like this video at the end, please hit that like button and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. If y'all want to talk about other topics, you can hit those up in the comments below. Also, reach us on the IGs as well. Rodney_TE.
Derek Simillion.
Now, having said everything, let's jump into today's topic. So today we're going to be talking about us. Us as people. Us as humans. Human beings. You know, sometimes we like to think the highest of ourselves. Sometimes we think the lowest of ourselves. Whether that's a relationship, a friendship, or a career. So Derek, it comes to a time where we may settle in one of those things. And I want to ask you today, Derek, should we settle with certain things? Do you think you have friends in your life that settle on certain things? Be honest.
I do.
100% honest.
No, I do. I have some friends who settle on certain things. Mainly with career-wise, because, you know, I guess this life is hard for some people. You know, everyone has a different situation, circumstances, and stuff like that kind of place them in a place where they just, you know, gotta settle for money or stability and stuff like that. With me personally, I don't really like to settle. I don't settle like that. That's just not me personally. I think I get it from my dad, because I've seen my dad work from the ground up. I've seen him at his worst, and he's been at you know, throughout that old times, them times back in the day. You know, he's been in situations where life wasn't, you know, fair to him. So throughout the years, as him getting older, he built his life to where he is now. You know, he's successful. You know, he's financially successful, emotionally successful, mentally successful. He's just, I've seen him like glow up. Like, I've seen that man's transformation. Like everything he has now, he worked for it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Even as a kid, like I've seen him hustle, and you know he wasn't around as much, like you know, when I was younger. But I've seen him hustle, you know, grind like day in and day out. Like you know, he was out doing things for us. He did that for us, and I'm like, damn, like I want to be like him, like when I grow up.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, I want to be like my dad when I grow up, like, but even better.
Yeah.
Like I view my dad as like a superhero. Like that's a superhero, like that's like president behavior, that's king behavior. He's everything he's gotten, like wow, I just can't, I just don't see that often. So I'm like, okay, like if he can do it, I can do it too. You know, like my dad transformed into this, I don't know, like not a god, but like he's like damn, like he's that dude now. Like I don't know, he just amazed me with what he was able to do. So with that being said, he showed me, and he even spoke to me like, yo, don't ever settle, don't ever give up, keep going, don't stop, you know, always just apply pressure, don't ever stop, keep going. I don't want to see you stop. I don't want to see you how we used to live, you know, stuff like that. Like he doesn't want that for us. So it's like, damn, like if he can do it, like, you know, he's talking to me, like there's certain expectations I have for myself, not because my dad instilled it to me, but it's like, yo, like my dad can do it. I've seen him do it. I can do it. Because I'm not where I want to be in life right now. I'm not where I want to be right now, but I'm working towards that, and I feel like every day I'm getting closer and closer. Yeah. You know, even though it could be far away, but I'm willing to take that journey. What? Why? Because I did this.
Whoa!
You still flinched.
That wasn't a flinch. I backed up because if you would have hit me, I would have
no, you wouldn't, and you still kind of flinch. But anyway,
it's not a flinch.
So that being said, I'm not gonna settle. I'm not gonna settle. I don't want to. So that's just me.
Talk about the people in your life that you feel settled on something.
Well, like I said, I feel like some of my friends settle on their careers because they've expressed to me that they're not really happy with some of their career choices, but they did it for stability. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I get it. Because again, everyone's situation is different. So I'm not cool in mind to be like, oh, no, don't do that, like stuff like that. I would advise them and be like, hey, like, if you're not happy doing something, you should do something else. Because at the end of the day, we have one life. And if you were to die, I don't want you to just go out here and say, oh, I died doing this.
Yeah.
It's mediocre. Like, it's basic. You know, there's no enthusiasm there. You know, you didn't really do anything that really made you happy.
Yeah.
So you're gonna die one day, and it's like, you might as well just do something that makes you happy. You know, you're here for a good time. So that's just me personally. What about you?
You know, I don't think people should settle also. But I like to, you know, I feel like there's a certain type of thing when it comes to settling.
Like, what do you mean?
So say like career wise, where it's like I just feel like you always should strive for like the highest thing in life, but the highest thing in life for you. And what I mean by that is, what is your expectations? What is your aspirations? What do you want for yourself? Not what anyone else wants for you.
Yeah.
You know, like always strive for like the goal, but your goal. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you want to do in life, if you want to be this, you be that. You know, it may not be like the highest top of the list or something, but it will be if it's for you.
Yeah, like fuck everyone else's opinion.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a certain thing in a career, and somebody may not say like, oh, like that's not good enough. Like you could be so much way better. It's like, no, if you love that career, if you love that, then you take that career and you run with it because you love doing it. Right. Always go into life doing what you love doing. Mm-hmm. You know, never settle for a job that may be paying you a lot, but in reality, you don't really like that job. You hate it. And you know, I feel like that could cause like a lot of, you know, resentment and hatred for yourself, and just not be happy with yourself because you just chose to settle for a job because you're making a lot of money. You may have that stability and all, but at the end of the day, you're not happy. And I feel like if you're not happy, then you're settling. Do something that you love doing. Obviously, also you have to make ends meet. You have to make sure you're making a good amount of money. Mm-hmm. You're making a good amount. So you just figure out the best thing that is for you. But never take something that you low-key don't like doing. Never settle for something that you feel like, this is okay. It's like, no, it should be great. It should be fantastic. It should be awesome. Like, you could talk about that shit for days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of type of stuff you don't want to settle for or you want to do for yourself. So, and also whether it's relationships, you know what I'm saying? You always pick the best thing for you. You always pick the best person that you feel like is good enough for you and that's going to elevate you. You know, you should never just look at one aspect. Personally, for me, I don't think you should look at one aspect. I think you should look at a lot of aspects. What do they do for you? What can they offer you? And what can they give you? Mentally, emotionally, you know, physically, spiritually, like, all of the above. But I also feel like you should be able to humble yourself and realize that not everybody's perfect. Everybody has flaws. Everybody has insecurities. It just depends on how bad those flaws and insecurities are. Mm-hmm. And, you know, if they're bad and they're just way too much and unreasonably to handle, then, you know, you don't deserve to be with that. You don't deserve to put up with that. You know, you're a king, queen, and sense in yourself. So you pick that high mountain, that top mountain. But never forget that just because you're that high mountain, never look below on others. I feel like, so that's when I say when you need to humble yourself. Like, you may come from a different cloth and somebody else may come from a different cloth, and as long as they have an ambition to hire themselves, then I feel like you should respect that ambition and, you know, give that person a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, If somebody is, like, say somebody's rich or somebody's poor, but that person who's poor has an ambition to make themselves rich, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't turn that person down just because they're not where you're at right now. Especially if they got an ambition and a plan and they're actually putting in the work to execute that plan.
I feel like a lot of people, especially in our generation, kind of need to know that. Because I feel like nowadays, everyone's kind of after something. Like, in other people. Like, everyone's after something in other people. Like, when they're looking for, like, you know, whatever partner, whoever they want to deal with. Like, and I feel like, I don't know, like, I just don't, I'm not really after anything.
Yeah.
I like, you know, I want to like you for you. I don't really care what you have or what you're dealt with. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like I've been through, like, a lot. So I always want to humble myself. Agreed. I don't want to lose myself in, you know, with whatever I have now. Like, that's the last thing I want to do, lose myself. So yeah, I'm never, like, I'm not after anything from anyone. Like, and I feel a lot of people need to know that they should have that mindset. You know, like, who cares what that person has, what they don't have. Yeah, it's all about, like, you know, who they are as a person and how they kind of feed into your soul, like, you know, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. But I don't know, I feel like our generation's kind of different.
Yeah, like, personally, all I need from you is just mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, like, that's it. And, you know, you just have a good head on your shoulders. Like, to me personally, that's all I need. I don't need nothing materialistic from you. I don't need that. I just, you know, want you as a person, want you as a whole, and we offer positivity and elevation and growth for one another. Like, to me, that's all I really need. I don't need the best, you know, the best thing in the world. I don't need that from, like, a materialistic standpoint. Like, I don't need that. I just need you and all of you, you know? And if you're offering me things like that's going to help me spiritually and emotionally, you know what I mean? I don't need that. To me, that's all I need. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like from that aspect, you always go and get what you want in life, and you always get what you need in life. But just remember in that run that don't try to go looking for the perfect thing. You want somebody low-key with flaws and insecurities that can probably understand you, because it's like, I've gone through that, I've went through that. Yeah. So I know how you feel. You know, you want that type of connection, that type of intimacy that you can gradually get from somebody. So that's what I would say to that.
Yeah, and if something or someone's not really making you happy, but they're just there because, you know, you can't really find anything else better, don't have that mindset. Like, you need to get rid of that mindset immediately. You gotta think always, you know, highly of yourself. You know, you gotta always want the best for yourself. And if you don't really have the best in front of you, then toss it away and go after what's really meant for you. Because what's really meant for you is out there. It's gonna be a disappointment if you just settle for, you know, the bare minimum. You know, so that's just my thing. I don't want anyone to settle. Because, you know, I don't want to settle. I'm not settling.
Do you think I settle sometimes?
Well, I mean,
excuse me?
Excuse me? Youth. There's a past incident, you know, where you settled, but you learned from it and you grew from it, and you know that you settled, and now you want the best for you. You want the best for you. What's meant for you?
I think we should define what settling is, buddy.
Rodney, you know you settled. I don't know why you're lying to these people as if you didn't settle.
No, I'm not lying.
So you admit that you settled.
Well, if you didn't really, I didn't really settle.
Rodney, you know that
there's
you
nothing.
settled.
There's nothing. No, I didn't really settle. You have to do things in order to settle. I didn't technically do anything. So what did I settle on, Derek?
I mean, Rodney, don't you want to be with someone who wears chapstick?
Yo. Hold on. I did not. Yo.
I mean, to each their own. To each their own. But you don't want to date someone who wears chapstick?
Yo, honestly, my nigga.
Okay, then.
Yo.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if you want to cut this out, but I'm pretty sure you would want to date someone with chapstick.
Obviously,
and you know, Ronnie,
man,
you know that you want to date someone who wears chapstick.
Yo, I know why you keep saying
stop
chapstick.
looking at them. They're not gonna help you. Look at me. So don't put on this front.
No,
that
it's
you
not a
would
front.
date.
It's
Yes,
not a front.
yes,
It's
it
not
is.
a front. No,
You
I did
never,
not. No,
I never mentioned that before.
That was one time. She didn't wear it for one time, my guy. One time. She didn't wear it for one time.
No, it
one
was
time,
it was
my guy.
Most of the time you spent. With
no, it was not, bro. Cap it.
Okay,
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm not with that person, so.
Exactly, because he realized that he settled, so he wants to, move on to something,
Oh
to
my
someone
God.
that's meant for him.
Oh my God.
And it's
You're
true.
right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
it's
right.
true.
I mean, it's just one time, so I don't know why. You made it seem like it was like 24/7.
But all right, it's not. But it's not. You're right.
Yeah, it's not. It's that one time, yo. But at the end of the day, he's right. You don't want somebody that doesn't wear chapstick. But yo, low-key, a lot of people don't wear chapstick. Shoot. Tripping. I see a lot of people that don't be wearing chapstick.
And you're not gonna date any of them, right?
Hell no.
Exactly. So
Hell no,
you don't have to wear chapstick.
You right, man. You all day right about that, dog. You all day right about that, man. Like, you don't date nobody, man. You look for the highest altitude. You know what I'm saying? You get the one that's gonna elevate you, grow with you, and wears freaking chapstick, lipstick, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what we here for. That's what we here to do. But sometimes in the long haul, sometimes we run into things. Sometimes we don't think much of ourselves at times, and we do settle. And you may not realize it in the moment, and because of that, that's where you get into maybe some type of depression, and you just stick with somebody because you're not feeling your best self. And when you're not feeling your best self, that's when you do stuff. You be with people that are probably undervalued. You be with people that you low-key could be better with. You be with people that aren't doing things for themselves or for you that's going to help you grow. And that's when you just have to work on yourself and make a better version of you so you don't ever have to put up with those kind of things. So, we all go through things, and there are moments where we do settle. I've settled, so, there are moments where I've had that in my life, and I'm trying to do better to be much better about that, because you know what?
I've settled too. Yeah, I've settled. Yeah, you don't make it seem like,
Well, I didn't. No, I didn't. Did I make it seem?
Okay. I mean, you did, but I just want you to know you're not alone in that. Like,
no, I just said we all settle.
Yeah.
I just didn't mention your name, but I mean, all kind of includes that. Don't interrupt me again, all right?
Okay.
God. But yeah, so basically that's just what it is, That's RJ Relates. We keep it 100% honesty here, you know what I'm saying? Chappy chaps. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? But what did you settle on, buddy? Because I just can't think of it right now.
Well, what did I settle on? I settled on a job. I worked there for like a month and a half. I've settled dating. Yeah.
Really? I mean, I wouldn't say so.
No, but I mean, I didn't really like them like that. Like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're settling.
I was settling.
Yeah, you didn't really like them.
I didn't really like them like that. And I expressed to like, hey, like, I feel like I'm settling.
Okay.
But, I'm not saying look like a god, but,
Whoa.
Like,
okay.
No, that's not what I'm saying. No. I'm not saying that. Like, you don't need to look like a god. I'm just saying, like,
but
I want to be happy. Like, when I look at you, I want to melt. Like,
so are you saying that they have to not look like a god, but a little bit like a god?
No, like, I'm saying, like, I'm not. There's just, I want to be with someone who's, like, my type in a sense.
Elaborate.
Like, why are you putting me on the spot like that?
No, I'm not putting you on the spot. Oh, it's a chapstick not putting me on the spot.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I wasn't really, like, I feel like attractiveness, like, plays a role whenever you're dating someone. And
oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, and I feel like I wasn't applying that. And I feel like I was.
So you don't think
I was just trying, not to me, no. But they did look good.
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't. I don't think they weren't for me. Like they weren't my.
Okay, well let's keep it real. RJ Relates. They either didn't look good, or they did look good, or they just wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
They weren't good enough.
They weren't good enough.
They weren't good enough.
So if I'm being honest.
And attractiveness and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, they weren't good enough for me personally.
I understand.
Because everyone has their own personal taste, and they just want that.
I get that.
You know, and I've been trying. You know, I've been giving dating a try. Like, they weren't for me. So
yeah,
that's just what happened.
I hear you on that. I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's like I mean, I don't know. It
was the reason why you ended it with you know, that one specific individual was because of that. They weren't your personal taste.
No. That person was trash, as you can account to that. That person was trash. That person was trash. And one of the reasons, like you said in the chat, that person was trash. There's a lot of trashness with that. So don't
like this. Like,
I'm a passionate man.
Well, trash. I mean, that's a little harsh.
You said she was trash too, so I don't know why you're. Okay. I don't know why you're. See,
right.
this all relates. He can't be 100% honest with y'all. I wanted to say honest.
The actions.
I'm just being real. You're right. The actions of that person trash. Her as an individual human being, she's not trash at all. But her actions, the things she's done, trash. So
okay.
So but yeah, like to me personally, I don't need a god or you know what I mean. Like I don't need a god. I just like to be real. Like for me, I don't need a god, but like obviously I want somebody that does look good, that is attractive to me, and you know that's all I really need, man. But to me, I don't need like a god or like the perfect looking girl or anything like that. I just need somebody that I do find attractive, that I do find pretty, and that's going to elevate me mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, all of the above, you know? So that's what I hope to strive for again, huh?
See? So
I'm sorry, I just slipped out. No, it did. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know why. It just slipped out. It just slipped out.
Alright, what else you gotta say about me?
No, buddy, just look at me.
I'm not a dog. Don't call me buddy.
You're right. I don't know what goes on in my cranium sometimes.
I don't know either.
I just sometimes I just blurt out things.
Yeah, you do. You sure do.
But that's all we got for this topic. If y'all like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. If y'all want us to talk about other topics, you can hit those up in the comments below. Also reach us on our IGs as well. Rodney_TE.
Derek Simillion.
And having said that, we'll catch y'all next time on RJ Relates.
But Naruto has a point.
I agree.
Dragon Ball Z does not have a point.
I
They
agree,
can throw in anything in Dragon Ball Z and it will. There's a ghost in here, dog. What the fuck?
You have a hard life, bud.
That's why we're here.
I don't relate to that, RJ, but someone might.
It's not you, it's me, alright? So you know what? I apologize for that, dog. I apologize.
You're slick, dog. No fake cash that you can't give me, bro.
It's me on there, but
It's more.
I think it's me on there.
No, it's not
Me
me.
on there?
No, it's more.
I think it's me. And then
You
you on there?
can literally look over me right now.
I mean, if you want to be proven fucking wrong,
I mean, you can put it up.
Bitch, you a joke. So
Hey, babe.